Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Western Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. Thank you so much for joining us. We are really excited you are here. Before we get started, we do have a few housekeeping items to note. First, if you have any questions at all, feel free to use the Q&A button to type in your questions to the presenters at any time. They are there, ready and available to answer your questions. Your camera and microphone are off. You are muted and your video is off. The panelists can't see or hear you. There are more sessions happening. This is one of many college presentations being offered. Please sign up for more sessions for the next time slot where you registered for this one. And lastly, all sessions are being recorded and will be available a week from today at strivescan.com/WACAC. We are currently in session B10, where my mouse is circling at the moment. And this is also the same order of presentations. So without further ado, I'll get out of the way and introduce our first representative from Montana State University.
Hi, everyone. Great to be here with everyone who's joining us this evening. I'm going to go ahead and share a presentation really quickly. But to get us going, my name is Caitlin Ryman. I'm one of the admissions counselors here at MSU. And so really in my position, I get to meet with prospective students and families every single day. Hopefully within the next couple of minutes, I can give you a better picture into what life is like here in Bozeman, Montana, where we're located. And to kind of kick us off, I actually want to talk about the location of Montana State University. We are located in Southwest Montana, so we are surrounded by the mountains. And I like talking about where we are first because I truly believe the place that you're going to be living for 4-ish years should be just as good as the institution that you go to. And so we have a population of about 60,000 residents, and that includes the students here at Montana State University. So we really are a college town through and through, and students kind of get the best of both worlds because we are one of the fastest growing cities, not just in Montana, but in the country. And so you have concerts, shopping, and events, but because we are a college institution or a college town per se, it is very interconnected, and the community here really fosters a cool environment as our students are getting their education. Now, the outdoors play a large part in the community. We sit right in the middle of 2 different ski resorts. We have hundreds of miles of trails of hiking, biking, rock climbing, really whatever your heart desires outside, we definitely have it. And beyond all of that, Yellowstone National Park is right in our backyard. So we utilize it any way that we can, both for recreational and academic purposes. Now to kind of jump into Montana State University itself, our enrollment this year was 16,249. This makes us the largest institution in the state of Montana by far, but we're definitely considered more of a mid-sized institution nationally. And I always like to say that MSU students get all of those big university benefits, the D1 sports, the world-class research and academics. But on the flip side, because of our size, there are a lot of benefits that shine through within the classroom for the students here. Our student to faculty ratio is 18-1, average class size is 30, and over 90% of our courses are taught by faculty professors rather than graduate teaching assistants. Now you break that down a little bit further, you'll see that most of our students are undergraduates. And so what this means is academically, socially, and otherwise, all of the opportunities that we have available go to our students as early as their very first semester here on campus. And then if you look at where our students are coming from, we have a pretty even 50-50 split of in-state and out-of-state students. We see students from all 50 states, over 60 different countries, bringing in a lot of different backgrounds, making this a very vibrant campus community. Our students are very active. We have over 300 different student clubs and organizations, from fraternity and sorority life to student government, academic and religious-based clubs. There is a lot to choose from. And then we have 13 NCAA Division I sports: football, basketball, volleyball. We also have rodeo and skiing. So students here really get to show their Bobcat spirit year-round. Diving into the academic opportunities then, we are classified as an R1 research institution by the Carnegie Foundation, highest level of classification that you can receive when it comes to research. And in 2019 alone, we spent $167 million on research expenditures. Because of all this, we are the only institution in the United States who's #1 for 3 things. And that is our commitment to community engagement, our high undergraduate profile, and our high level of research activity. Essentially, research is a big deal here. So important that's actually built into every single major on campus, which means no matter if you're a historian, a musician, an engineer or a nurse, you have to do some form of research in order to graduate from MSU. And the reason we have this is because it ensures students get those hands-on experiences and are actually able to apply what they learn in the classroom outside of it. And hands-on is the key word there. It's the foundation of all of the academics at Montana State. If you look at our academic programs, we have over 250 of them spread throughout 8 different colleges, including a College of Engineering, Nursing, Business, Health and Human Development, and so many more. So there is so many things to really explore, and all of our programs are direct entry, which means you start your program of choice day one here at Montana State. We also have an honors college on campus for students who are looking to really expound their boundaries, and really take on some extra core work. And students in the honors college can graduate with a second degree in no extra time. If we look at our admissions requirements, then we operate on a rolling admissions basis. So there's no hard deadlines for when students need to apply. That means if you are looking to attend MSU in fall 2021, that application is still open. It is not too late. And then for our 2022 students and beyond, we encourage students to apply as early as the summer before their senior year. The application itself is really simple. No letters of recommendations or essays required. It takes students just about 25 minutes to complete. And then as we look at ACT and SAT score requirements for 2021, we were test optional as we look towards the future of whether or not that's going to be required for our 2022 students and so forth. That is still being decided. So be on the lookout for more information on that coming soon. If we look at the scholarships available, there are way too many to talk about in this short time, but I encourage you to go to montana.edu/scholarships. Some 2 big out-of-state scholarships that we offer are our Achievement Award, which is automatic consideration when you apply to MSU for up to $10,000 per year, and then the Western Undergraduate Exchange, which offers 1.5 times the in-state tuition rate to students who live in a WUI state, which is essentially the Dakotas West. We also offer over $140 million worth of FAFSA each year financial aid to students. So that is also another available option. And to kind of wrap up this little presentation, I do want to say that there are a lot of ways to connect with us, and we want to meet you. And so I encourage you to go to montana.edu/visits. We have both virtual and in-person visit opportunities available. And I also encourage you to reach out to me directly. Both my email and office number are on the screen, and follow us on social media. We always have student takeovers. So if you're looking to connect with our current students, that's a great way as well. But thank you so much for giving me the time to chat today. And I hope you all have a great rest of your week.
Awesome, thank you. The next representative is from University of Montana Western.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kirsty Stokes, and I am an admissions representative here at the University of Montana Western. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I know that this is going to go by pretty fast, so if you do have questions, I will share my contact information at the end, and I will also share it in the chat as well. So just to get started here, University of Montana Western is located in Dillon, Montana, which is in the southwestern corner of the state. In the community of Dillon, we're just minutes away from outdoor activities like hiking and biking, skiing and snowboarding, hunting and fishing. We have a number of ski hills right around Dillon, with Maverick Mountain being only 45 minutes away from campus. So the University of Montana Western is a small public school. We only have about 1,300 students. We do cap all of our classes at 25. The average class size is 15. And we offer a lot of things for our students to stay busy while they're in school. So they can participate in clubs and organizations, intramural sports, and collegiate athletic programs. We do have men's and women's basketball, volleyball, football, cross country, track, rodeo, and cheer. So this is a list of our majors and minors available here at Montana Western. Our top 3 programs are education, biology, and business. We are best known for education. We actually have the best education program in the state of Montana, with degrees in early childhood, elementary, and secondary education. For our biology degree, we have had great success in sending our students on to complete their program with medical and veterinary degrees. And we are offering 2 new minors in our business degree in farm and ranch operations and outdoor guide and wildlife outfitters enterprise management. Montana Western is very unique in that we are the only 4-year public institution in the nation that runs on a block schedule that we call Experience 1, or X1 for short. So this is how it works. It is a pretty simple process here. Our students take one course at a time. Each course will last for 3.5 weeks or 18 school days, and they're only in class for 3 hours a day. So comparing that now to a traditional semester, our students do not have to worry about juggling 4 or 5 classes all at once or having a different schedule every day. Their schedule will actually stay the same for the entire 3.5 weeks and then switch after that. So best thing about this is our students are working with one professor throughout their entire course, and they only have to deal with one final, which is amazing. So they will be able to kind of relax while they come to school here, only one subject, one test, and then they get to move on to the next class. So here you can see a cost breakdown for Montana Western. For our out-of-state students, it's about just under $25,000 a year for students to come. That's including tuition fees and room and board. But Montana Western does participate in the WUI program as well. Our students, in order to qualify for this, they only have to have a 3.0 GPA or higher coming out of high school, or a 2.7 GPA or higher if they are transferring into Montana Western. And their cost will drop down over $9,000 a year and pay less than $16,000 a year for tuition fees and room and board. We do have other ways that our students are able to help pay for college. So of course, here's the list of school or states that participate in the WUI, and some other ways that students can pay for school while attending Montana Western. So of course, we do participate in all of the federal programs, so the FAFSA, work study, grants and loans, things like that. Our students can start filling out the FAFSA beginning on October 1st, and our priority deadline is December 1st. And then we do have additional scholarships that you can stack on top of the WUI. So that opens up in the beginning of November, and the deadline is January 15th of every year. Good news about that is you only have to fill out one online scholarship application, and you're put in for all of the scholarships that we have available. You do not have to go through and find out which ones you qualify for. We're actually going to do that work for you. So we are open for in-person visits. If students would like to come to campus and see us, we would love to host you. We offer in-person visits most weekdays, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. And if you are not able to make it to campus, that is completely fine. We can set up a virtual visit with you if you would like to meet over Zoom, or even just schedule a phone call with one of our admissions reps. We'd be more than happy to set that up for you. We do host these on campus even throughout the summer. So if you'd like to come see us, you can definitely look at that link. I will also share that in the chat too, but that will show you all of the dates and times that we're available for you to come and see us. And then just to wrap up here, this is my contact information. Please feel free, if you have any questions at all, reach out to me. That is quite literally why I have this job, is to help students through this process. So please feel free to reach out to me. And I will also, like I said, share this information in the chat. And then I will pass it off to the next presenter. Thanks so much.
Very helpful information. Thank you. Just a friendly reminder that if anyone has any questions, to go ahead and submit those through the Q&A. Our representatives are here and available to answer your questions at all. And if you also have a specific question, to also note the school name. The next representative is from the University of Nebraska-Lincoln.
Great, thank you so much. My name is Natasha Roberts. I am the Regional Recruitment Specialist here based in California for the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. We are a large public research university located in, you guessed it, Lincoln, Nebraska. We are a land-grant university and the flagship institution for the state of Nebraska. With just over 20,000 undergraduate students from all over the country and world, we are actually one of the smaller populations within the Big 10, so right on the cusp of that large university. But we do have a student to faculty ratio of 17:1. Our average class size is 31. So we really pride ourselves on giving personalized, individualized attention to every single student. We are a part of the Big 10 Alliance, which means our Division I athletics are a part of the Big 10 Athletic Conference. And what that means for you is big game days. So nothing compares to college sports in the Midwest. The whole city decked out in red on game days. Our school pride and traditions mean you're a part of something bigger at Nebraska, not only as a part of our campus, but also as a part of the community of Lincoln as well. Lincoln is the ultimate college city with our campus interconnected to downtown. It is the heart of what has officially been called the Silicon Prairie, with over 100 startup companies hiring directly from our university. It also offers over 150 miles of hiking and biking trails, as well as nearly the highest amount of parkland per capita in the US. So Lincoln is that perfect combination of city and nature. You've probably heard of other schools being within a college city, but what makes Lincoln the ultimate college city is the affordability, safety, and friendliness. So Lincoln is ranked the second most affordable college town in the nation, and UNL is ranked in the top 100 safest college communities. But the biggest bonus is that people are super friendly in Nebraska. It is the perfect place for young professionals and college students. We're so friendly, in fact, that in the state, our slogan is Nebraska Nice. We offer over 150 different programs amongst 9 different colleges, as broad as engineering and architecture to as specific as food technology for companion animals and PGA golf management. We have 31 different majors in agriculture. Our actuarial science program has a reputation for being one of the best in the country. Our journalism program has the first of its kind journalism drone laboratory. We pioneered one of the world's first undergraduate psychology programs and symposiums. And our ceramics program is ranked number 9th in the country. So as you can see, any direction you go, you'll find a stellar program and incredible opportunities. The most popular majors this year, especially on the West Coast, were business administration, criminology and criminal justice, sports media and communication, animal science, and marketing. Students are directly admitted into their major, and no one on campus has ever heard of the word impacted. It's just not a thing at UNL. Our Exploratory and Pre-Professional Advising Center helps to guide undeclared students. We provide a pre-health, pre-nursing, pre-law, and pre-vet track. We also have 3 different honors programs, as well as a Teachers Scholars Academy for students looking for a more elevated, individualized education. And as that Tier 1 research institution, we're all about collaborating with peers, colliding with hands-on experiences. We have over 500 clubs and organizations to get involved in, like our livestock judging team or our theme park design club, dozens of centers and resources on campus, Office of Academic Success and Intercultural Services, our career services. To show you the extent of our facilities on campus, we have 12 laboratories in our computer science and engineering program alone. We have greenhouses, horticulture laboratories, tractor test lab, research farm. Students in our forestry classes get harnessed up and hang in our trees on campus. Our architecture and interior design students are using design laboratories for their 4th year collaborative design projects. You could also be gaining hands-on experiences through our learning communities within our freshman residence halls. We have 28 different learning communities, offer a great way for students to connect to experiences, and upperclassmen and faculty as well. But ultimately, everything I mentioned this evening is to give you a fantastic education so you can go on and do big things, right? So whether it's starting a company, working for NASA or John Deere, or creating salad dressings that are on the shelves of Target, our students graduate from Nebraska and make their mark on the world. Here's just a fraction of the companies that our students are working for after they graduate from Nebraska. They're going on to do some pretty cool things, and we know you'll do some pretty incredible things too as a Husker. So how can you apply? At Nebraska, we're pretty straightforward, rolling admission from August 1st to May 1st, available on the Common App, Coalition app, and our own institutional application through our website. We have what are called assured admissions requirements, meaning if you meet our performance requirement and our core course requirements, you are guaranteed admission, as long as you fulfill all of our dates and deadlines. So we have no letters of recommendation or admissions essay, and we will continue to be test optional for this coming admissions cycle. All of our students are automatically considered for merit-based scholarships based on your GPA or test score, and those can go up to $15,000 or more for out-of-state students. We also have a scholarship statement, which is a short essay to be considered for smaller leadership and diversity scholarships. UNL has one of the lowest tuitions in the Big Ten. And we are guaranteed tuition freeze until 2023. We're consistently ranked a Best Buy and Best Value school because our mission at Nebraska is really accessibility and affordability. We're one of the few campuses that have been offering in-person campus tours since the fall. We've been lifting capacity, so please come visit Lincoln, Nebraska when you feel comfortable. If you don't feel comfortable yet, we also offer virtual info sessions online, as well as one-on-one academic appointments. You can meet with your college through our website as well. I will drop that information in the chat, as well as my contact information. Reach out to me for a fee waiver code when it is time for you to apply, and go Big Red.
Great, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. The next representative is from Iowa State University.
Hi there, everyone. My name is Dan. I am a regional admission counselor for Iowa State University. Thanks for taking some time out of your evening to join our session. A few quick facts about Iowa State. We're a large public land grant Tier 1 research institution. We're a member of the Big 12 Conference, so we have that fun Division I athletic atmosphere on campus. Students have a great time going to Jack Trice Stadium, Hilton Coliseum, to attend those events. We're really known at Iowa State for our great academic programs, the welcoming environment, our innovation, and then in our beautiful campus. As you can see on the screen here, this looks like a nice fall day in Ames with Beer Cheer Hall in the background there. So taking a look at where Iowa State's located, we're located in Ames, Iowa, right in the heart of the Midwest, right in the center of Iowa. If you're flying in to visit or to come for orientation or Destination Iowa State, one of our many on-campus events, or getting ready to start classes at Iowa State, you'd probably be flying into the Des Moines International Airport, which is about 30 minutes south of Ames. And then, as you can see on the map here too, Iowa State's, or where Ames is located, we're pretty close to some major cities like Minneapolis, Chicago, Kansas City, Omaha, St. Louis. So that close proximity really opens up a lot of options when students are looking for those internships, co-ops, or those full-time jobs after they graduate. Taking a look at a few more numbers, Iowa State has the very first public veterinary school in the nation. So if you're thinking animal science, then maybe on to veterinary school, Iowa State might be a great fit for you. Our College of Engineering has some really great top rank engineering programs. And then one stat we're really proud of, about 96% of our students have reported that they're employed or in graduate school within about 6 months of graduation. And that's really thanks to our fantastic career service offices that each college has, providing resume critiquing, mock interviews, and those great career fairs, excuse me. In fact, our College of Engineering and our College of Agriculture and Life Sciences host among some of the largest career fairs in the nation. And we have a program for apparel merchandising and design that's been ranked in the top 5. In fact, Iowa State actually hosts the largest student-run fashion show in the nation. We have about 32,000 students each year at Iowa State, coming from about 109 different nations, all 50 states in the US, and about 46% of our students are coming from out of state. So coming from the West, you certainly won't be alone coming to Iowa State. There's a number of ways to get involved and find that home away from home as well, by joining one of our nationally recognized learning communities, or maybe by joining one of our 900 different clubs and organizations. Students can really find that connection and that community right when they step foot on campus. Let's see here, there we go. So we offer over about 100 different majors spread across 6 undergraduate colleges. Students study anything from engineering, kinesiology, business, animal science. When talking to students from the West Coast, I get a lot of interest in our architecture major in our College of Design, as well as our top ranked engineering programs like aerospace, mechanical engineering, and then in our College of Agriculture and Life Sciences, animal science tends to be a pretty popular one as well. But you can look through this list here. Feel free to take a screenshot of that. You can also find all these in our catalog on our website. One thing I will note, every college does provide a undecided option. So if you know you want to be in the College of Business, but not sure which track, you can certainly enter as an undecided business major. And then we also have our open option program within our College of Liberal Arts and Sciences for those students that are really still exploring what they want to major in at Iowa State. Although we're a large university, our class size is pretty small. So average class size is about 35 to 40 students, and our student to faculty ratio is about 19:1, really allowing students to engage with faculty when they're looking at research opportunities. Those faculty may be the ones that are writing you recommendation letters, and our world-class faculty really make connections with students at Iowa State. These are going to be our core course requirements, pretty standard. Couple things to note, our College of Liberal Arts and Sciences does require an additional year of social studies and then 2 years of foreign language. And then our College of Engineering is going to look for 2 years of foreign language as well. At Iowa State, to be admitted, we use a unique formula called the Regent Admission Index. This formula looks at your GPA, test score, and number of years of core high school courses. And a 245 Regent Admission Index score, also known as the RAI, is required to be admitted automatically to Iowa State. We are test optional for 2021 as well as 2022. And then if you apply test optional to Iowa State, your admission will be based off of high school core courses as well as your high school GPA. Applying to Iowa State is pretty simple. We have rolling admission. Our application opens up July. We encourage students to apply early, sometime in the fall. You can apply online through our institutional application, or you can find us on the Common App. And we do have automatic admission scholarships as well. Here's my contact information. I'll also put this in the chat. We'd love for you to visit Iowa State either in person or virtually. Either way, we'd just love to connect with you. And then here's our social media handles as well. Thank you very much for being here tonight.
Great, thanks. Before we hear from our next two representatives, just another friendly reminder that if you have any questions at all, to feel free to submit those through the Q&A. Any questions at all can be submitted there. And if you have a specific question, to also note the school name. The next representative is from the University of Iowa.
Awesome. Good evening, everyone. My name is Erin Monroe, and I'm the California Regional Representative. I'm also a proud alum. If you have any questions about Iowa, please put those into the Q&A. I'm happy to answer those after I'm done speaking, but really excited to share with you a little bit about what it means to be a Hawkeye. So the University of Iowa is located in Iowa City, Iowa. We're over on the eastern side of the state. The nearest airport is Cedar Rapids, which is just 20 minutes north of our campus. So students who are coming from a distance have a very easy time getting into the University of Iowa. When you arrive on our campus, this is what you'll see what we look like. Our campus is actually organized by a river that flows through the center, giving us a west side of campus, which is primarily home to athletic events, graduate studies, and the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics, which is one of the largest teaching hospitals in the nation. And then the east side of campus being everything below the river in this photograph. And that's primarily where an undergraduate's experience day-to-day life takes place. That's usually within about a 5 to 10 minute walking distance of the building with the gold dome. What's not pictured here is where our community and our town connects. And so if students cross the street at the very bottom of this photograph, you're then transported into downtown Iowa City, recognized as one of the top college towns in the nation. Our home is a unique blend of high art and small town that come together to make one of America's definitive college towns. It's home to more than 100 different restaurants, places to hang out with your friends, a mini Target, tons of different coffee shops, all with different vibes. So you can find the one that best fits your study needs or your personality. There's festivals in food, film, fashion, and art constantly going on in this downtown area. So it's a very lively place. When you're choosing a college for 4 years, yes, you're choosing a place to study, but you're also choosing a place to call home. And our students' involvement in their community just right across the street really makes the Iowa City area home for them. Now on our campus, we have about 32,000 Hawkeyes. About 4,530 students were admitted into our first year class last year. We have students coming from all 50 states and over 97 different countries. Iowa is the most populous state represented on our campus, but California is our 5th most populous state. So no matter where you're coming from, you'll find a community, and it makes for a really exciting and interesting discussion in all of your classes. This slide also shows the academic caliber of students that choose to become Hawkeyes. On average, students were admitted with about a 3.78 GPA. At the University of Iowa, we offer over 200 different areas of study. Some of our most popular programs for students coming from the West Coast are going to be in the Tippie College of Business, our direct admission program into the College of Engineering, anything really related to the health sciences because of our connection with the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, offering professional development experiences for students through research, internships, job shadows, and many, many other opportunities. English and creative writing is also one of our top programs. We're a school that's been recognized for our physics department's foundational role in early US space exploration. We're home and the birthplace to the MFA and the world's best English and creative writing program. So our students come to study a lot of different things. The University of Iowa is really a place where both the arts and the sciences meet. And so students can explore a lot of different avenues. This slide highlights our admissions process. And although we use the RAI formula like Iowa State, so your test scores, your high school GPA, and the number of core classes that you've completed, we need a 255 for out-of-state students to gain admission into the University of Iowa. I am happy to announce that the University of Iowa will be test flexible for fall 2022 applicants. If you are applying without a test score, we encourage you to submit an essay and a high school transcript with your application. The University of Iowa does make admission decisions on a rolling basis, but we are moving to a preferred early action deadline of November 1st. And this is to the students' benefit. So you have more time to apply for competitive scholarship opportunities, get to know our honors program, and become better acquainted with our campus. We'll continue to accept applications up until March 1st of a student's senior year, and that will also include automatic scholarship consideration. Students who come from out of state are automatically considered for merit scholarships that range from about $2,000 to $12,000, depending on the strength of the academic merit presented within your application. If you do have the opportunity to take the ACT or the SAT, we do encourage you to submit those scores. At Iowa, collaboration over competition really defines our academic climate. Our students work together with their professors and their classmates. We have a 15-to-1 student to faculty ratio. 33% of our students participate in research each semester. Our students are getting to know their classmates both in and outside of the classroom. We have a lot of different resources to help you succeed within the classroom, like tutorial labs in some of our most popular areas of study located throughout campus, embedded mental health counseling, tutors for hire, and then also academic support available within your residence halls. 94% of our students choose to live on campus during their first year. When our students are outside of their classrooms, they're involved in over 500 different student organizations, over 400 different performances put on by the Division of Performing Arts each year. Our students love, again, to get involved in that downtown community. And we're a university that's of pride, spirit, and tradition. And so on Saturdays, our students love to support Big Ten NCAA athletics by heading over to Kinnick Stadium and not only cheering on the Hawkeyes, but cheering on the community members. We've been recognized as having one of the best traditions called the Iowa Wave, so I would encourage you to Google that. If you'd like to connect with me after the fair, please chat me in the Q&A, and I'll also provide my contact information in the chat. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. The last representative, but certainly not least, is from Boise State University.
Awesome. Well, my name is Austin Moore. I'm one of our admissions counselors. I am not located in Northern California. I'm actually located here in Boise, but make my way out there during the fall and spring. I'm actually from Northern California myself. I grew up in Roseville and then went to Boise State, so proud alumni. With Boise State, we're obviously located in the capital city of Boise, Idaho. Pretty easy drive and quick flight away from our western states. And you can kind of see here on this photo of campus that we are really close, a true metropolitan university. We're about a 10 to 15 minute walk from the city, the downtown metropolitan area. And then we are surrounded by a lot of outdoor opportunities as well, where you can't see where all these trees are. That is the Boise River that runs through our campus. So you'll actually walk right over the river through one of our local parks and be into downtown. And then we're surrounded by the foothills and the mountains. So over 300 miles of walking, hiking, biking trails, as well as one of our local ski and snowboard resorts, Bogus Basin. It's only 16 miles from campus. This last year was about $150 for a season pass for students. So if you are into the outdoors, I know that's something that drove me to check out Boise State, and what's kept me here for about 8 years now. But kind of going into where our students are coming from, we are the largest public institution in the state of Idaho. We have students coming from every state in the US. So at least one student coming from all 50 states. Those darker shaded states are where we get a higher concentration of students, California being our largest out-of-state territory, as well as kind of some of our neighbors, Washington, Oregon, Montana, Nevada, but you can even see, Texas, Alaska, Florida, and we also have over 66 countries represented on campus. So we do send a lot of our students to study abroad, but we get quite a few different countries represented, or new countries each year onto campus as well, which is really fun, making it a true kind of melting pot. And everybody who's presented tonight, I know that they can probably attest to that as well. The opportunity to meet people from different backgrounds and different cultures is a really unique part of college, and one of the things that I really enjoyed the most. And then with our population, like I mentioned, we're the largest public institution in the state with just over 26,000 total students. Now you can see the number on the screen, right between 17 and 18,000 full-time undergrad students. So we do have obviously a pretty large undergrad population, but also over 5,000 as part of for a master's or PhD consideration, and then all of our concurrent and online students as well that make up that a little bit larger number. And that keeps us at about a 31 student average class size with about an 18-to-1 student to faculty ratio as well. Going a little bit more into the relationship that we have with the city of Boise. Being so close to downtown is awesome, and having all the amenities, the big box stores, but also pretty local feeling downtown. There's not a lot of big chain restaurants. A lot of it's local to Idaho. And you can see here, we were ranked one of the safest places to live, one of the healthiest cities, one of the hottest music scenes, top 10 downtowns in America. And then, like I mentioned earlier, one of the top 3 universities for outdoor adventure as well. We do get the extreme of all 4 seasons. So nice dry heat in the kind of spring and summer, kind of what we're getting into now. We do dip into the 90s, sometimes 100-degree days. That's when being right next to the Boise River really pays off, getting to float the river all summer. But we will get snow on campus in the wintertime. We'll have a true fall, a true spring. We're about 265 days of sun per year here in the Treasure Valley, which I think has made it not only a destination for students to come to school, but also one of the fastest growing cities in the nation right now, which has been awesome to see. Jumping into kind of some of the academic offerings that we offer over 180 different majors and minors for our students to choose from. I know that number can be a little bit overwhelming sometimes if students aren't quite sure what they want to study yet. So I do like to also go over our top 10 most popular majors chosen by incoming freshmen. This does a great job of also kind of showing some of our highest ranking programs. Our College of Business was our most popular for the last few years, and we offer over 15 bachelor's degrees through our College of Business and Economics, although all students will start out as pre-business. That's why that comes in number 1. You'll definitely be able to designate within the College of Business and Economics what you want to study a little bit later. But then I really like to show number 2 and also number 7 on that list, some of our undeclared options. Number 2, general undeclared. The last 5 years, it's either been our top program or our second most popular major, being just given the opportunity for students to start out undeclared, take some classes, work with their advisor. It does not look bad in our eyes in the admissions office at all, being an undeclared student to start. You do have the opportunity to work with your advisor and take a few classes within maybe some areas of interest. And then as long as you designate your major sometime before the end of your freshman year, you are able to participate in our Finish in 4 program, which is a guarantee from Boise State to our students that we can get you out in the 4-year time frame. We are not impacted. None of our programs are, although we do have 2 competitive programs to get into, and that'll be nursing and radiology. Other than that, none of our other programs are competitive to get into, and even nursing and radiology, you can still finish within that 4-year time frame. But I do want to go over how to apply, and then also some scholarships. We are sticking with the same model that we've been on since this past year, with applying through the Boise State main website. We are not a part of the Common or Coalition application. There's a $50 application fee, and then we will be test blind for fall 2022, meaning we will not even consider the SAT or ACT. We just need your application and your transcript, and that'll also qualify you for non-resident scholarships as well. So we are a part of the WUI. We also have a Boise State specific one called the Treasure. Those are subject to change, so definitely check back in with us in the next couple months. But this year, just admission and transcripts will get you applied to Boise State. So I thank you guys so much for hearing a little bit more about that, and I'll pass it back to Catherine.
Great, thank you. We do have some time left, and so we're going to go ahead now at this time pivot into our Q&A portion of the session. So I invite all our presenters at this time to turn on their cameras, to get ready to unmute themselves, and we'll go ahead and get started with this first question here, which is, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? Again, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? And we'll go ahead and get started in the same order in which you all presented in.
This is a great question. I would say, oh, the sun's coming in weird. I would say that it's never been easier to really connect with colleges and universities across the country right now, just with everyone having to move to a virtual platform. And so really take advantage of those opportunities to visit institutions virtually and really connect with the counselors and the people there who are here to support you, like all of us.
I would say my piece of advice would be to look at the entire picture of all of the schools that you're looking at. I know that a lot of us always look at cost and location and things like that, but also take into account all of the opportunities that you have on campus as well. So things like, are the degrees there if you're looking at multiple degrees? Are all of them there in case you want to switch? Extracurriculars, class sizes, and then even opportunities outside of campus and opportunities out after college graduation.
So my advice is to get organized. Whether you like having an Excel spreadsheet or you write things down, just get organized with the universities you're interested in. We're all different, as you can see tonight. We all probably have different login information, online portals. Some of us have message centers, some of us have emails. Get all of that organized and write it down, because then you'll be able to focus on the fun things like visiting our campus, asking us questions, reaching out to us. So make a list and get organized and get all that information down, dates, deadlines. They're all really important, and most of our schools are probably a bit different. So knowing those nuances and having that available to you is really going to help during your process.
Yeah, I'll keep mine really short. I think everybody's had really great advice so far, but I think just connecting early with the colleges and universities you're interested in and connecting in with those admission counselors. We're all here to help you through the process.
My advice is to make the college search your own. It's not your mom's college search. It's not your cousins, your neighbors, your college counselors. Definitely listen to them and take their advice, but find out why you're unique and what you're looking to pursue in college and after college, and how you can find a school that's going to be really the right fit for you, not your friend or the person that you're hanging out with in your neighborhood.
Yeah, I echo what everybody said. My only other would be to visit campus, which I know that looks a lot different this year, but if you're able to find a school that interests you that is doing in person and you feel comfortable doing that, I think getting on campus is a huge kind of way to see what it's really like to be there, but also taking advantage of obviously the virtual opportunities. But yeah, what everybody said, use us. That's what we're here for. Happy to help.
And I couldn't agree more. Thank you so much for the advice. The advice is always really helpful, especially from those who work directly at the respective institutions. So thank you for sharing. And all the information shared tonight, each school, again, is very different, is very unique as stated before. And so all the information given tonight is really helpful. And so thank you to our presenters for being here. And thank you to each of you for joining us. We have reached the conclusion of this session, but as we close, there'll be a very quick 4-question survey that will appear on your browser. If you don't mind taking a moment to fill that out for us, it'll be greatly appreciated. There are more sessions happening, so feel free to sign up for more sessions at the same place where you registered for this one. This is one of many college presentations being offered, so again, feel free to sign up for more. And lastly, this session is being recorded. All sessions are being recorded and will be available a week from today at strivescan.com/WACAC. Again, thank you all and have a great night.